Thinking about getting backyard chickens due to the rising cost of eggs? You might be tempted to grab a dog kennel, throw some bedding in, and call it a chicken coop, but trust me, that's a disaster waiting to happen. A proper coop and run does more than just house chickens. It protects them, it keeps them healthy, and it makes your life easier. In this video, I'll go over 5 key things your chicken coop and run will need that a simple dog kennel just won't provide. I'll also provide some insight if you're going to plan on buying your chicken coop and run online on what to look for. And if you're looking to build it yourself, I'll give you some tips about what we did to make our coop stronger. Number 1 is protection from predators. Chickens actually have a lot of natural predators: raccoons, foxes, hawks, even your neighbor's dog or cat. A dog kennel has open bars that won't stop smaller predators from squeezing through or reaching in. Even if something as harmless as a squirrel, that can be a nuisance because they can get in there and eat your chicken's food. You're definitely going to want something that's well built enough where there's no gaps for little critters to sneak through, and fencing underground so that burrowing creatures like raccoons and possums can't dig a hole to get up underneath into your run and get your chickens. Don't forget aerial predators like hawks, eagles. In Minnesota, they're everywhere, so you definitely need something that has a roof on it, something that doesn't have any gaps in the roof as well. These are all things to consider when thinking about shelter for your chickens. Number 2 is protection from the elements. Chickens need shelter from extreme heat, cold, wind, and rain. They need to be kept warm and dry when it's cold out and kept cool in the summertime with plenty of shade and water. Something as basic as a dog kennel or even some of these really cheap prefabricated chicken coops and run don't necessarily provide the proper insulation, ventilation, or protection from drafts. A well-designed coop has solid walls, proper air circulation, and a covered run to keep your birds comfortable year-round. Number 3 is a safe and comfortable roosting area. Chickens don't sleep on the ground like dogs. They need roosting bars to perch at night. It's natural instinct. Without them, they'll sleep in their nesting boxes or on the floor, and that's going to lead to poopy eggs and health problems. A good coop includes sturdy, well-placed roosts that let your chickens sleep safely and naturally at night. Number 4, proper nesting boxes. Now, these don't seem like they are important. They kind of seem like they're piddly, but I promise you there's a purpose. Much like when you get a litter box for a cat, it doesn't take much to encourage your cat to do its business in the cat box. Nesting boxes are the same way. Chickens will gravitate towards these nesting boxes to lay their eggs, and the whole process takes about 20 minutes. But it's going to help keep your eggs protected and clean. It's going to keep them away from the areas they like to poop in, and it's going to keep them from laying their eggs any which where. Nesting boxes also help with a collection, just because chickens like to lay eggs where they see other chickens have laid their eggs. The right setup means less work for you and better eggs. And number 5, finally and most importantly, when it comes to raising chickens, space matters. And when I say space, I'm talking about space inside the coop and your run. Overcrowding leads to stress, aggression, feather pecking, and health issues. Each chicken needs at least 4 square feet per girl inside the coop and 10 square feet in the run to stay happy and healthy. If they're crammed into a tiny space, you're going to end up dealing with dirty conditions, bullying, and fewer eggs. Stressed chickens do not lay eggs. A spacious coop and run make for happier, healthier chickens and a much easier time for you. So be sure to look into the measurements if you're looking to buy something online or if you're looking to build something. So if you're looking to buy a chicken coop online, you might be tempted by those cheap prefabricated coops that promise to house 6 to 8 chickens for under $300. But let me warn you, cheaper isn't always better. And some of these coops are flimsy, they're too small, and they won't last through a harsh winter. Here's what you need to look for when you're buying a coop online. 1, make sure the construction is solid. Look for coops made of real wood, not thin plywood or even worse, particle board that's just going to rot. 2, realistic chicken capacity. Many pre-made coops overestimate how many chickens they can house. Each bird needs at least 4 square feet inside the coop and 10 square feet in the run. Hardware cloth and not chicken wire. Many cheap coops come with chicken wire, which does not keep predators out. Look for 1/2 inch hardware cloth to keep raccoons, weasels, and rodents from breaking in. 4, you're going to want to make sure ventilation and weatherproofing are part of the design. Good coops have ventilation holes or windows covered with a hardware cloth to prevent moisture buildup, which can cause respiratory issues. Also, make sure it has a proper roof. Some cheap coops leak or collapse under the heavy snow. Finally, make sure it has easy access for cleaning. Look for removable trays, large doors, and hinged roofs to make cleaning easier. And if all else fails, check your local Facebook marketplace. There are a lot of people that are getting rid of their coops, and these are probably going to be of better quality than anything you'd get on Amazon or even worse, Temu. So we decided, since we got the coop for free, that we would invest the money and build our own run. But we're going to give you a rundown of what we did to modify our coop and how we built our run, just to give you some pointers.
On the coop, I built a frame and put the frame on concrete blocks to make sure that it stays level and doesn't settle. Below the coop is where the girls can go do a dust bath if they need, or get out of the sun, or added protection from predators. I installed metal fabric, another 1 foot down and 1 foot out, to help stop any burrowing critters from digging in there and trying to get into the coop or run from, below grade. One of the big things with chickens is ventilation and getting the humidity out for both the summer and the winter. How we do it is we use ventilation from the soffits, so fresh air will come up through the soffit, come into the coop, come down, and then the hot air will rise and come out the ridge vent. That will make sure that we have a continuous recycling of fresh air and exhausting the hot, humid air out. For inside the coop, I just used foil insulation and tack hammered it on the walls to make sure that the walls were fully insulated. For additional heat, because we knew we were going to run electricity for the heated water font, I put a plate heater on an internal thermostat to trigger at 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and it'll turn on anytime the temperature drops below that. We also have pot was laying an egg. We also have a remote outdoor thermometer transceiver receiver that will tell us the temperature inside the coop. As for the run, I knew I wanted the run connected to the coop, so I just ran the run right underneath the eave of the coop, and that set my height. The wood I used is brown treated lumber. Brown typically means ground contact, so this treated wood is suitable for contact with the ground so it doesn't rot. From there, every, area that a predator could get in, I went and put in metal fabric and made sure that it was nice and safe so creepy crawlies can't get in there and get at the girls. So who doesn't like natural daylight, including animals? So we found some corrugated polycarbonate roofing, and we used that as our roof. Electricity was ran by nothing special. It's just a long extension cord that I kind of fished up through the purlins on the roof. The electricity is ran to the midpoint of the run where it is split. One leg comes down to the heated water font, and another extension cord brings it into the coop to run the heated brooder plate.
So whatever it is you decide to do, I hope that you found this video informative and inspirational. If you are interested in learning more about chickens, I have a ton of videos posted already. I also have an Old English Bulldog, and I have a lot of videos about her as well. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to learn more. And be sure to keep watching because there's always something going on or going wrong at my house. Take care, guys.